Hello everyone and welcome to the next of our indie gaming adventures as we take a stop in Australia. The moment has finally come, we are here, we have arrived, and to any of those who haven't seen my message on the community board, then you know there's been some fun getting this back up and running. Not only having had the internet cut off early over in Japan, followed by of course the move, but then arriving in Australia, plugging in my computer, and blowing up the CPU. That was not fun. F's in chat. But you know what, I was planning to upgrade the computer anyway, so sped the process up a little bit. We have a brand new PC and a brand new setup. What better way to start us off than checking out a game from our good old friends over at Hooded Horse. And you know what, I'm putting it out there right now. I have not played a single bad game from Hooded Horse yet. And now that I've given away my overall review of Against the Storm, let's go ahead and start this off. Now I should know that we are currently in early access. That being said, pretty much everything that I want to be there already is in. This is a fully fledged game, and outside of the fact that there's going to be new stuff added in, the skeleton and the flesh is fully implemented. But to be fair, we should have a little look at the old roadmap, and as you can see, they've been hard at work with a whole bunch of ticks across the board. And if I just go back a tick, we can also see over on news that they brought in brand new updates. These are developers that have made a damn good game and have been maintaining those improvements as we go along. So just what is Against the Storm? Well, it is a realm builder. Roguelike. Yeah, it's an interesting mix. So let's bring up our main map. We can have a little look-see as to how that plays out. Taking a look at our campaign, we can see there are plenty of different settlements popping around. The main smouldering city. Our aim is to go forth, make settlements, gain resources, and eventually upgrade our smouldering city into something a little more fancy. Now, I've been playing this for quite a while now, so I have been able to unlock a fair bit. I believe I'm either level 9 or 10? Am I 9? Oh, I'm 9. Huh, let me go to the next block. But through these upgrades, not only do we have some nice advantages to how we start off, if we take a look over here, we can see for 24 bread, something we actually can afford. That's a miracle. Pioneer's Gate level 2, giving us base stat improvements as well as embarkation points, something that will be very useful later on. In fact, I actually might get that. That is really flipping useful. Damn. Choice. You can go through here and find different advantages, different bonuses to help you out, including gaining access to different buildings right from the start. And finally, tracking it down, we can see here that the essential buildings blueprints. This is a building you will start off with at the very beginning of every single game. We have been able to access human homes. There are specific houses for each of the different races in the game, basically just keeping people nice and happy and not running off. Although, to be honest with you, there are some bonuses that are pretty useful when they do. With that said, let's go ahead and unlock another one of these. We want, eventually, oh, I'm out of bread. Damn it. Eventually, we want all of these. So we have humans, beavers, we have harpies, we have lizards, we have foxes. And though I have not yet met our foxy little friends, having played with the other races, each of them will have their own specific bonuses and over the others. Beavers are extremely good at cutting down trees and engineering, whereas humans are excellent at working on farms, and lizards are very good at collecting pizzas. Keeping the game roguelite, you're able to get some of those upgrades to give you some permanent bonuses when you're starting off and making life a little easier at the beginning so you can keep ramping up that difficulty. And it really does get hard, I am not kidding. Do not start this game on the top difficulty. Build up some of those upgrades first. Even if you win, you're going to be at it for like 2 hours. It's not worth it. But next up we have deeds. These are just simple little challenges you can complete to gain a little bit of experience, as well as unlocking brand new features, including foxes, the majestic and mysterious creatures deeply bonded with the forest. Excellent. Although they're very good at working with water, that kind of sucks, and they're skilled scouts. That could be useful. But you're going to need to be going through and leveling up and gaining access to new things, as well as unlocking new features if you want to have a try at those higher level difficulty. With the smouldering city checked out, we can also see on the top of our screen daily expeditions, a nice challenge to be thrown at you, training expeditions, which I unfortunately haven't unlocked yet, but the way you access them is exactly the same as your daily expeditions. You have to go through those upgrades of your smouldering city, and well, I've played well over 12 hours of this game, and well, I don't have forever. It's a roguelike. Enjoy it. So with our upgrades looked at, let's take a check of the most important part, the thing the game is really built around, which is this cycle. I've been building up some settlements. We have Sabol, Elim, and Etiam. We have no choice in naming those, so don't blame me on pronunciation. But you can see we got space for one, maybe two more, before we have to end our cycle and move on to... Before we have to end our cycle, and all of this will be destroyed. For after all, Storm is coming. Throughout each of these cycles, we'll be trying to gain as many points as we can to gain as much favor from the Queen as we can. Meaning, yes, once more, upgrading your city and being able to take on higher levels of difficulty to gain better cities, to gain more points, as well as being more selective where you put your cities is going to be helpful, but I'm not really good enough to take full advantage of any of that, and I mostly just like stealing settlements from peoples. I'm a simple bear. And oh yes, there's going to be some jumping around, because we've got a lot to see and not too long to do it. So with that said, let's go see where are we going to set up our settlement. I think 54 is the best. I'm going to go here. The hell with you, Samal. Oh wait, that's ours. Oh, hello, 72, but we have modifiers. All right, go on. I guess we are doing modifiers. Petrified necropolis. Rocks in this region have a very peculiar shape, and they smell funny. Dead villagers turned to stone. Gave 5 meat for every... Oh, nice. 5 meat for every time we mine something? Rock and roll. Before we embark to set up each of our settlements, we'll be able to set up our caravan, check the summary of the area, the conditions we'll be going into. Though I'm just going to be absolutely honest, the fact that these guys come with foxes, I want to check these guys out, so we are definitely going with them. We can also change our difficulty. I'm going to be sticking with veteran. Veteran applies blight, rot, and corruption. And to be honest, if you complete the objectives, you will succeed on Settler. I'm pretty sure you'd do the same on Pioneer. Getting to Veteran, you need to do a little bit more to gain the reputation in order to win the game. But you can also go to Viceroy, which is stupidly bloody difficult, and I have no idea what the bottom one is because it's locked. Right, game on, Veteran. Let's pick some embarkation bonuses. 3 points, what should we go for? Let's get some more people. Always good to have some more people. Let's get a little bit of stone, because stone is useful, although I actually reckon there's going to be a lot of stone here. And we'll get some wood. Oh, we can't get the stone because it's 2. Right, hell with you, stone. I'm going to get some meats. Rock and roll. Game on. Checking out a summary of those events, we actually have something really cool I didn't go over, and that is during the different types of season, or to be honest, just weather, we're going to have different effects in action. If there's a storm, there are so many negatives. That's not going to be fun. But if we just have a nice little drizzle, we'll actually be gaining amber, which is your financial resource, every time we spend it. I do just declare, don't mind if we do. With that said, welcome to our map. The whole game is based around expanding out, cutting through these trees, and checking out the glades. Different glades hold different things. These small ones will have typically just resources. Sometimes they'll have some small events you could complete, but going into these dangerous glades, that's where it gets more interesting. Each of these will have their own specific events, giving you opportunities to gain more resources or to improve your standing with the Queen. The more reputation you have, the quicker you win. You need to max this out in order to finish the game, and each of these little dots gives you a brand new blueprint, meaning you'll gain access to new buildings. On the other hand, if you build up the impatience, you lose. It really is that simple. Now, since we're playing on Veteran, we have something called Blight Rot, which is going to be going onto our cities and slowly corroding and destroying them, but we're going to have structures that deal with that pretty darn quickly. We're going to start off by building a road. Let's build some paths. All these lovely little paths. You know, I've said it before when we're doing other realm builders, there's something satisfying about building roads. I don't know what it is. It's innate. Marvelous. Right, we've got some stone. We have some vegetables. A broccoli patch. Oh, good God. The hell wants that? Ugh. Right, we got meat, we got vegetables, we got stone, and of course we need to take down some of this lumber. Now, each of these maps is randomly generated, so you have no idea what you're going to be going into each time, which is both a blessing and a curse. Because of course it does mean we're not going to be able to plan out properly what we're going to do, what structures we're going to need. We just kind of need to play and see what happens. because soon we'll get some missions. I don't really want to commit to any blueprints before I know what it is we need. And the good thing to know is whenever you do move any of these structures, if there are any resources connected to it, the game will give a little icon and some arrows to show you where to go. I gotta say, honestly, it's a pretty darn good use of UI. That does remind me though, we definitely are gonna need wood. Probably should have built that pretty quick. There we are. 2 of them. Let's speed this up. Now everything in this game is going to be set on a timer, so speeding up is kind of the default setting. Right, having them built everything, let's find out if foxes are... No, they're not. They're not good at this at all, are they? Damn it. Right, I'll leave one of them. Let's get 2 of these lizards getting us some food. Why do the foxes suck? Come on. They're a fox. We've better than this. I liked you, damn it. Right, whatever. Well, they're going to go ahead and start working on things, collecting our resources. I'll just note, this is what you want to see. That outline to the portrait means that they're exceptional at this and have a 10% chance of doubling their yield. That is awesome. We're also going to be working on upgrades to get that a little higher. Since enough time has passed, we can now choose a cornerstone. Cornerstones give you bonuses. They build up down here, and trust me, you can have a ton of them by the end of the game, which is kind of awesome. Queen's Envoy says, no one can weather the storm alone. We can get secure trails, 25% quicker for newcomers to arrive, filling the dishes, +1 for every 150 units of drizzle water, and silent looting, minus... Oh, wow. Every open cache lowers hostility, don't mind if I do. Right, well, enough time has passed, so we can go ahead and pick our orders. You can see here that we need 10.5 minutes to get the next ones, going all the way up to 3/4 of an hour. So if you play this on normal speed, you're going to be at this for a long time. Hitting that 3 times, 2 times, it's just the way to play. But these orders are how we're going to gain Queen's Grace, or our reputation. The blue marks at the bottom, we gain 1 for completing each of these. I think this will be the easiest. Complete any 2 glade events. That's only 3 packs. No, you know what? I'm going to do 3 packs of crops. I'm going to create the stuff for it anyway, so that's not a huge deal. Dangerous glade. Ooh, you see, I was thinking of doing this one. Value of goods. Oh, I like the looks of that. 50% of the amount of goods produced in the makeshift post. Oh, that's very... Oh, there's timer. Bugger that. Right, let's go for booming economy. I want to keep this nice and easy, darn it. Do the hard stuff later. Right, and we'll go for, what's this, trade goods? Yeah, deliver 5 packs of building material. Excellent. All right, let's close that. Let's have a little look-see around. Hold the middle click. Beneath, spin around, zoom in, zoom out. Standard controls. Not at all that I just completely forgot to go over that at the start, but yeah, standard controls. Right, in order to complete those missions, what we're going to need to do is go into our industry. There it is. And let's start building some of these production centers. We need a crude workshop because we want to get some planks of wood. No, the makeshift post is what I built. Planks of wood. I think I've just done 2 makeshift posts, haven't I, by accident? Let's get rid of that. Destroy building. Be gone. There we are. Right, go into here. We don't want to produce bricks. We don't want to produce pipes. Not yet. I will accept this fabric, though. That could be quite useful. Right, let's get someone in here and build everything because we need all of them. What's that? Crops, building materials. We don't need everything. We don't need provisions. Get rid of that. Now, depending on what materials you have available to you, like we have a lot of fabric, let's set that to priority 1, holding shift and left click. And we'll let them go ahead and start working on it. And yeah, use the broccoli, mate. Packs of crops from broccoli. Lovely. We now got everyone working. Let's hit fast forward and just wait for the newcomers to arrive. What we can do, since we're building, since we have our woodcutters actually, is we're just going to tell them specifically to go after these trees so we can open up this glade. I think a standard one, but fingers crossed we can put a farm in there. Farms are the best way to get food. It's farms or ranches, but unfortunately, you're kind of gambling for ranches. Let's just see if we can get one. No, we can't, but 3 points on tools? Hell yes, those things are incredibly useful. Ranches? No, but I'll take a small farm. Rock and roll. Oh, I got lucky on this one. This is good. Awesome. Yeah, I'll take a plantation as well. Right, let's go ahead and build this tool shop. We do need fabric. Fabric's being created. Go ahead and use leather as well. And that all looks good. I'm just going to left click these. So they'll try to use fabric if they can, but if they can't, if we have it, they will use other materials to go ahead and create those boxes. Same down here, just make sure those are lit up. And no options for planks. Down. That's fair play. What we got? Coal. We have. Just grim. I think it's insects. We look like shrimp. Shrimp are horrible people. But we also have a storm water geyser. Excellent. Go on, let's get a pump in there. So we can use water later on in order to speed up and improve production. It does require pipes, but pipes aren't too hard to make. I think we can make them over here. Yeah, we can make them in the crude workshop. Eventually, we're going to get better and better at making stuff. So as you saw, we had 3 stars in tools, so this won't take too many resources in order to create tools. I think they actually might be a little bit better at pipes as well. They don't require 2. They require 3. Yeah, so if we're going to build pipes, the best place to do it is over here at the tool shop. And we are going to need bricks at some point as well. I'd prefer to use water, if I'm honest, for that. Building some roads. I'm just going to go ahead and build a funky little road there. And a mine. So in order to build a mine, we need to get rid of these trees. But we'll need the mine in order to provide fuel, so we can use that in our ancient hearth. The hearth. Keep the hearth burning. Bright lit against the storm. You may have noticed, everyone is currently homeless. That's fine. It's only a drizzle. I'm sure they'll be okay. Of course, I'm just going to wait for someone new to come in and build houses. If anyone leaves, that's their problem. Toughen them up, damn it. Settlers. Foxes. Should be awesome. So really, the only issues I have with this game are down to the fact that since it's built on an actual timed system, it does feel like it's a little too long between those orders. As if you were to play this on normal speed, as I said, you're looking at around, well, realistically, including pauses, about an hour per map. So hitting 3 times, for me at least, is the only feasible way I can think of to play a decent amount of this. And as I said, I've played a heck of a lot of this, 12 plus hours in. It's definitely good. But at the beginning, keeping the difficulty low is a necessity because otherwise, you just don't know how to play it. It takes so long to figure out how to complete these missions in a quick manner. And I think that's the real issue, is just trying to do it quickly so you don't get bored of anything. All right, let's get rid of that pack of crops because we don't need them anymore. Just need building materials. And to get in our new citizens. For every 10 completed trade routes, all houses have room for 1 more person. That sounds very good. We should start working on trade soon. But now, I think you only usually get 3 different races per map. So I guess we're going to go human and then we'll be good at farming. Fair enough. Right, let's start working on those houses. Put down. So let's do this while everyone's on pause. So all this area in the yellow, this is our border for our hearth. This is where you can build houses. Outside of that, you can still build things inside of the area, but really you want to get workshop, posts, etc. all outside. Keep lots of space so you can build as many houses as possible near the hearth. I'll be working towards upgrading the hearth, though I'm going to be honest, it doesn't make a hell of a difference. Well, at least not until you get to these higher levels. That actually does become pretty useful, but level 1 is useless. Plus 2 global resolve? I don't care. Send them out, I'll get new people in. Mining anyway. Taking down trees, although necessary to discover glades, and of course to expand the area and allow you to build new things, will cause hostility. Now, hostility is a genuine problem, as this can result in, as it says, -2 to global resolve, but it's going to get worse and worse as we go. We're on level 1. Let's just hope we finish before that gets too high. Right, so here is our Dangerous Glade event. We could complete Burn Down, we could complete Calm Spirit. No, we can't. Wait, really? Oh, I guess we're gonna burn it down then. Darn it, we didn't get the reward. But the reason you want to get rid of these as quickly as possible is the threat. We have 12 minutes in total to stop chaos. The -5 global results. Oh god, that's gonna hurt as the lids are gonna run. And 1 impatient point. Clean up duty. That's gonna make us lose the game. So yeah, let's take this apart, burn it, get some incense. What can we do it with? Let's do it with planks. What, 2 of you? Oh god, they're good at it. They're good at investigating. Congratulations. How marvelous. Right, I'm gonna leave one of those foxes gathering up over there so we can start working on getting that grain in. Oh, we got 2 of you. 2. Shenanigans. What is this about? Also got some smaller events, these caches. You can use these to gain points, or we could use this to gain materials. That could be useful. That has reminded me I need to build. Where are you? Blight Post. Excellent. Right, Blight Post will allow us to deal with any blight rot that comes in. We're still quite early on, so it's not a high priority. At least on this difficulty. But always good to get it started early on. Building up some purging fire. Kind of want us to get some blight rot actually, just so we can see that. It is really cool. Just come out with flamethrowers. God, that'd be an awesome game. Like it's like the cleaning simulator, but with purging fires. You know what? Actually, I'm just describing 40k. By the way, for our next minions to arrive. Let's enjoy this foxy little fellow. Anyway, the final parts to check out are our rules of consumption. Go in and set priority to be gaining what where. For example, I could say humans are not allowed porridge. But considering the fact I don't have any porridge, it doesn't really matter. Next up are our recipes. Here you can check out what's making what and where, as well as providing any limits you may wish to put on. As you can tell at the beginning, yeah, we're not making a hell of a lot. And in fact, our top producer is only at 2 stars. That ain't great. Need some 3s. But last but not least, we have trade routes. You can sell some of your materials to other settlements simply by clicking. We currently have 2 active trade routes we can have, and we'll make ourselves a little amber. We can then go to our trade post, use this amber to buy some materials, but as with the rest of the game, everything is random when you start up, so fingers crossed they have the good stuff. And welcome into the campaign map, and as we can see, there's been a lot of building, there's been a lot of construction, a lot of settlements have gone up so far. You can actually see the rankings of all the different factions. We are currently 2nd best. Wow, I don't think I did that well. Awesome. So the Queen hopefully will give us a little something good for that, but I'm not holding my breath, to be honest with you. And of course, check out our summary. So this cycle actually wasn't too bad. We've unlocked a ton, gone up quite a few levels. We gained 690 experience. Time to say goodbye to everything. Well, welcome into the final aspects, our daily expedition, as well as a training expedition if we really wanted to do it. Just note, having unlocked the training expedition, this is where you're going to go if you want to create your own biome and really tailor things to how you want. Essentially, it's your custom map section. So flicking back to our daily expeditions, these will change. In fact, you can see a timer at the bottom. There is 18 hours left for this expedition. We're going to the raw woodlands with a whole heap of goodies. Nice. That's a good bonus. Alongside some special conditions. Power of nearby monuments makes everything feel lighter. The other settlement, I love that. So there's only 1 cornerstone to choose from. So basically you're just randomly being allocated cornerstones from now on. And we begin with 8 impatient. Oh, this is harsh. Yeah, we're gonna lose. Game on. Now, since these are so long, it is good to know that you can save and quit and come back and carry on your settlement whenever you like. And with that said, we've now covered pretty much everything. I have to leave it there. This has been Against the Storm, a roguelike settlement builder. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, as always, peace out. Got beavers, brutal. Oh, it's only one of them. Still, take a beaver any day.